What you see in front of you, floating in midair somehow, is today's equipment set. You need a plate. The plate could probably be of breakable composition. However, the cup on top of it should be break resistant. That's a plastic solo like you see here from your favorite backyard party. Or maybe you have a plastic cup or a nice thick coffee mug of sorts. Who knows? Fill it up to the top with water, very close, not all the way to the top. I've got a little bit off. Let me show you what I'm working with here. And of course, the more full it is, the more difficult it's going to be. I said 80%, but in reality, if we're talking about volume, that's probably more than 80% full. And you need wall, definitely wall. I've got my shoes off. That's a nice view, by the way, look at that. Somebody screenshot that. You need wall because we're going to be doing assisted handstands. I don't have much handstand skill. If you do, maybe you can do this without the wall. But my focus today is just going to be the endurance of holding the position, pushing force overhead, feeling the stability inside of it. So I'm going to put my feet up on the wall. Get yourself by a wall where that's appropriate for you. And definitely take the shoes off so we can not make marks. If you're outside, grab a tree or a fence. Those are great things. If upside down isn't your bag, or if perhaps the handstand gives you some anxiety, or if it's a little heavy. Again, different body sizes, different relative strengths. I'm a heavier person relatively, so the handstand is going to be much heavier of an experience for me. So maybe I'll consider going down to the chair instead, and I'll show you that chair variation. So the wall isn't your bag, have a chair or a sofa nearby, or some surface you can put your feet up propped on, so we can lighten the experience of the handstand. It is a 17-minute program. Let's warm up first. I'll show you everything, and then we're off to the races. Get in and out quick on this one. It's going to be intense in an odd way. Last time, kayak prep number 1, we worked on the flexibility and mobility of the hamstring root of the lower back and the endurance of the hip flexors, so we could stay in that kayak posture. Today is all about carrying the boat, because if everything goes to plan, our trip is most likely going to start with about 1/5 of a mile trek on foot, dirt path with a 160-foot elevation drop over the course of this walk, and each of us will have to carry our own kayaks. Those ocean sit-on tops are between 30 and 50 pounds, so it's no light affair. Holding a gallon of water will not do us justice on this, only 8 pounds. So we need our body weight to simulate the weight of these kayaks. That's today's goal. Holding the kayak during a walk, sustaining our minds during that, and not getting crushed by the time we get to the water and even start the damn kayak trip, all right? So put your mind in that state. You're carrying your boat on your shoulder, on your head, probably alternating, maybe with the partner behind you. And we're going to go a significant distance. It's not just from the street to the shore this time. Well, it is, but the street is much further away from the shore than our last trip. Shoulder warm up, keep it super simple. I'll leave it up to you to determine if this is enough to jump right into the heavy stuff. If you need more, go ahead, press pause, do more. I'm going to roll up and back, down, forward. Roll up and back, down, forward. With the biggest range of motion possible and the most intense self-initiated flexing in all directions possible. Holding your body in that handstand, even assisted, it's like locking out your arms with the overhead barbell press, about equal to your own body weight. That's intense, and we're going to jump straight into it. So if you need more warm-up, please take it on. Let's go the other direction now. We're not going to talk a ton about the mechanics today. Let's just get through it and tolerate it. If you're watching these, you've already decided you're willing to do one of these advanced adventures. I expect you to have much of the prerequisite knowledge and understanding coming into this today. You should know how to carry your shoulders overhead with that pressure, turning your fingers out, elevating and slightly retracting the shoulder blades. Let's cuff now, knuckles to love handles, roll the elbows forward, open up, crank the knuckles backward. Subscapularis stretch, infraspinatus stretch. Subscap, infraspinatus. Armpit, behind the shoulder blade. One more. Slide them out. We're going to raise the sails slowly with self-initiated flex and contraction, just getting the arms ready to reach overhead. Like I said, the first exercise is the assisted handstand. So we need to be ready to be upside down. We need to be ready to hold overhead press pressure. Good, that's plenty. On my chair, I'm going to get 10 push-ups to get the front shoulders accustomed to a little bit of force. And then I'll show you the variations possible. And then we're getting right to it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. If you don't want the handstand, you got your chair nearby. You're going to put your feet up on that chair and plank, and you're going to walk your hands closer to the chair to simulate that overhead angle. Check it out. Plank. Hands in the cup. And then we walk the hands closer, and there's our hold. Notice how I've got my torso aligned, butt to the ceiling, ears between the shoulders. And that's going to simulate that overhead pressure. If you're ready for the real deal, we're going straight to the handstand. And being upside down is kind of weird. So if you need a break, go ahead and plop down. That's going to be a big challenge of this routine, is being upside down. Also, please be aware of what's in front of the wall, because we will have to drop off, and we'll probably fail a couple times too. Make sure nothing breakable is nearby. When we get to the second move, the cup on top of the dish, go ahead and have that ready by you. I'll explain that once we get there. But the first thing is going to be that handstand assisted. And the way you get up on it is you just face the wall. You jump up. You put your heels on the wall. Pretty simple. The closer, the better. And we're there for 1 minute and 15 seconds, upside down. We'll hear the bell, and then we'll have plenty of time to progress to the next thing. Again, if you're not sure, watch for the first one or use the chair. Timer is on. In 15 seconds, we're going to hear the air horn. That means we're upside down. I'm going to bring the timer near me so I can see what's going down. In 5, 4, 3, let's do it. 2. And we're holding. Fingers are turned out. Feeling the blood rush to the head. Very strange. Feel free to go in and out of this, or use the chair. This is intense already. I'm already doubting my capacity to finish this workout. But breathe. Stick with it.
We're past halfway on this first hold. We're here to push ourselves, right? This is an advanced trip. This experience here for training should be advanced. But pick what's appropriate. If it's already too much, go to the chair, no worries. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, come down with control.
Good. Wow. Assess. I'm beat red in the face. That was a damn challenge. Wow. My shoulders are starting to give out a little bit, front shoulders. But we made it. Maybe I'll have to go to the chair eventually. Totally fine. Totally fine. It's about finding your challenge. I weigh about 215 right now, so that means I'm overhead press holding 215. Does the kayak weigh 215? No, 30 to 50 pounds. So we're going overboard for sure. I don't have to be there on the wall. I'll push myself there as long as I can. Another minute and 15, we pick up the dish. We'll hear that bell. We're gonna stand up. Hold it out, like so. Without spilling, kiss the rim of the cup. Hold it out. Kiss the rim. And once you figure out how to do that without spilling, increase the speed. Don't spill. "30 seconds left of this. I know the water isn't that heavy, but the endurance in the front shoulders combined with the overhead press is going to get to us. We're going to be shaking. So slow yourself down right here. We're getting ready to hold that kayak overhead for 1,000 to 2,000 feet. You hear the bell dropping. We have 10 seconds to get ready for the next round of upside down. Chair or wall, you choose. There's the bell, let's go. Hold that kayak. Get in the zone. "35 seconds. Hang in there with me. "20. Ooh, I'm starting to fail. 10. Relax. 10 seconds, we set up the plate. Here we go. When we're fatigued and it's heavy, can we calm ourselves down and find stability and control in the exact same muscles? Feel free to walk around for a little extra challenge. Try not to spill.
front shoulders are feeling the fire. Wowzer. 10 seconds left. 20% of a mile is not a short distance when you're carrying a kayak overhead. So, I know we're going overboard with the weight, but not the time by any means. Here we go. Third handstand hold, preparing to carry that kayak. Woo. Lost that one. Shake it. 30 seconds. After this, we'll have 2 more handstands only. So if you've made it this far, try to hang on. Oh, 10 seconds. And down. 2 more handstands after this. Grab the cup and the plate, and let's go. If you want an extra challenge still, we're going to go on one leg, and you're going to stay staring at the cup. And while those waves are way different than when we started, now that I'm fatigued from the handstands, or the chair-supported handstands, whatever feels good for you. We'll try and stay on this one leg for the entire interval, and the next interval will hit the other leg. So remember which one you're on. Wow. All on that shoulder girdle, all on the top of it. There is heat and fatigue, for sure. Well, find the mental calmness between those heavy moments, and really during them as well. It's not fun to carry those kayaks, but it's going to be a part of our adventure. And relax. Drop the plate. 4th handstand of 5. Get ready for it. Here we go. Number 4 of 5, so we're getting close. Choose the chair or the wall, and let's do our thing. Thirty seconds. $15. 10. And drop. Woo! Wow! Almost had to quit that one. We have one more after this. Grab the cup. Your other leg if you were doing the one-legged stand. Wow. Under this last one, I'm going to be pushing my limits. I'd like to say right now I'm going to commit to it, but I'm not sure if I'm capable. So I'll go into it with sort of a gentle challenge to myself to finish, but also with the allowance to come out of it and take a break or quit early if I need to. I already feel I've pushed my own boundaries by getting this far. So we could stop here and it would be a win. It would be progress. And just be okay with that. Whatever we're going to choose for the final round, just be proud of yourself already. And if we need to step out, it's all great. I also feel my hands are slipping a little bit on the ground. That's going to be a problem here. Good, let's drop that plate. Dry my hands off a little bit. And that bell is going to show up for our final overhead. Final overhead. Oh, here we go. Let's hang in there. It's our last time upside down. Whether you're on the wall or the chair. Be gentle with yourself. We want to nudge the boundaries ahead. We don't want to smash through them. If we do it too quickly, too aggressively, we might find some injury. So let's be easy. 20 seconds left. Hang in there with me. 10 seconds left. Very impressive. 3, 2, 1. And if you handled your own body weight, you've done way more than you need to do. Way heavier than the kayaks. Let's grab that plate. Back to 2 feet. We're running through a double interval here. Remember, kiss the cup. Yeah, Jeff, I feel you, dude. Shoulders wrecked. Completely wrecked. So let's just do a final torch here. No more overhead stuff. No more handstand work. You did a wonderful job. Any fashion you stuck in there. Any style or technique. Chair, wall, variations in between. No matter how many breaks you took. You're here to nudge those boundaries. So congratulations. In 15 seconds, we're going to hear a bell, and we'll take a 10-second break, and then we're going to do it one more time, just with the cup. Drop it down. Oh, front delts, upper traps, all the stuff next to the neck. Serious work. 1 minute and 15 before we cap this one off. I'm going to drink what's in the cup. It's definitely been blessed by this point, gratuitously. Wow. Very impressive. If you're here right now. It means a couple things. You came in with the knowledge that this is going to be a more advanced session. You're coming in knowing this is preparation for a more advanced adventure. And you've already made it through that tough work. So triply congratulations for being here at this point. Ooh. And relax. If it's clean water, let's cheers on it. And hydrate. I can't even hold this thing without shaking. Mother. Oh. Yeah, I'm fried. Completely fried. Great job. 30 to 50 pound kayak. 15 to 20% of a mile walk, dirt trail, a little bit of steepness in some sections. 160 foot drop, I believe. This is the ideal situation. Now, based on what we're allowed to do, that walk may be much shorter with no decline at all. We'll see what happens, right? But we're going to prepare for the best case scenario, the deepest adventure possible, and we're ready for it. 30 to 50 pound kayak. Yeah, I mean, we're all probably over 100 pounds viewing this right now, I'm guessing. So if you did all that, that means you can carry a 100 pounder for a minute and 15 at a time for several intervals. Congratulations. That was lovely. Thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button, wherever it is, here, there, and then hit the little bell too for notifications. That's gonna make sure you know whenever I come up with these random additions, you'll get a notification. They're live, come join them. So go ahead and hit those buttons for us. And have a lovely rest of the day, okay? We're gonna do these every couple days to keep preparing until we can get ourselves back in person, which is lovely. Until then, stay strong here, here, here as well. Stay safe, do what you gotta do. Keep pushing the boundaries, all right? There are ways to do it with any set of limitations. Find your ways. Maybe we can be a part of it here. That's awesome. I love having you all here. Have a great day. Keep sailing, y'all. We got this. Definitely.